I have a nice big vigorous zucchini plant here, and there's some zucchini that's ready to pick this morning. Now that it's really come into its full production, I'm going to be checking this plant every day. I don't want to let these get over mature or it'll hamper the production again. So we start off with these female flowers with the baby fruit right behind it, and of course they're wide open at first so they can get pollinated. The male flowers have don't have the baby fruit behind them, and if you wanted to eat squash blossoms, these would be the ones that you pick, and actually this would be a nice stage to pick them at. But if the pollen goes from the male flowers to the female flowers, then this nice zucchini will develop. When the plant's really big and vigorous like this, the flower won't start to wither until the squash has actually gotten pretty big, but it's still going to be really young and tender because, again, the plant is just so vigorous. Later on in the season, maybe late August or September, when the plant's starting to, die back, then I'll be picking these at a much smaller stage when the flower withers. So I use these little clippers for just about everything, but a small paring knife works really well too. You just don't want to use a big knife, because if you reached in here with a big knife, you might scar these little baby fruits, which would develop into kind of an ugly looking patch as it got bigger. So I just reach right in here and slice it off right there. Now there's some other types of summer squash, the patty pan types, where they're very tightly held. They're actually a little harder to pick because the plants themselves are so dense. But on those, you can just reach in there and give it a little twist and they'll just snap right off. But with the zucchini and crook necks and straight necks and other types, you really want to use some kind of a tool, or you could actually break the squash itself, which wouldn't be a good thing. So there we go. And then I usually just take the flower right off and drop it so it doesn't get kind of slimy. Beautiful zucchini, huh?